starting. So, what is your position and title?
Deputy Director for the Convention and Entertainment Facilities Department here at the George R. Brown Convention Center.
All right.
And General Manager is the industry title.
So I want to thank you for your time today. I know you're very busy. Just kind of wanted to go over some questions, and so here we go. How long have you been in this position?
23 years I've been with the City of Houston. I've been in management for a good 21 years. From assistant manager to manager to facility manager, which pretty much for the most part in charge of the day-to-day operations, sales and marketing and events here at the Convention Center.
So I guess my next question was going to be, what was your career path? I guess we just went over that, or?
Well, I mean, when I first left school, I was interested in becoming an architect, and the trade school that I was attending kind of led me to this industry to work for a general contractor, which did all the installations and dismantles and services for trade shows. So with that position, I kind of moved into a relationship with this department, and then was hired on to work for them to open this convention center.
Very good. What questions could I expect if your position became available and I was to interview for it?
You're going to probably be expected to see what sort of character you have in terms of being able to deal with different circumstances and situations. You're going to have to be good with dealing with people. That's probably the majority, or the key component in the success of this position, is that you have to work with a lot of different personalities and dynamics from the client perspective, or from within an employee perspective, or within the political perspective. So you're going to have good relationship skills, good communication skills, and you're going to need to possess some leadership skills.
Thank you. So what are some of the main problems that you encounter on a day-to-day basis?
There's a variety of situations that occur. It may be some employee performance issues. It may be a issue that the facility may be having from a mechanical or operational standpoint that needs to be addressed. It may be a service partner that maybe have some challenges with delivering service, or there may be issues as it relates to cost. It may be a budget situation that needs to be addressed. It may be a wide variety of scenarios from day to day.
Wow.
And you have to be able to adapt to a lot of different things on a day-to-day basis.
It's quite a lot. How do you overcome these problems?
I think you have to kind of break down the situation or the challenge and figure out what's going to best serve us, the stakeholder, and with us being a service provider to the hospitality industry, we have to see how the outcome is going to work for our clients. So the component obviously is to make sure that we're taking care of our customers in the best possible manner, and effectively being able to make sure financially, if it's a financial decision, that we're going to do what's best, the best interest of the facility.
Very good, very good. So what management style seems to work for you the best?
I think employees like for there to be good communication. I've said that a couple of times in this interview. It's probably the most critical part of the position. Employees want to be heard. They want to be. They want a fairly quick response on their needs or their issues. They also want to be observed. They want for me to see firsthand what they're doing to the betterment of what their positions are, and so they want some involvement.
Very good. Okay. What would you recommend to okay, everyone. Okay, what do you enjoy most about being a GM and least?
I think what I like most is diversity of my day. The fact that each day when I walk in the office, I can have a planned schedule of what I'm going to be doing that day. However, there's always something different or interesting that is put in front of me as a possible opportunity or a challenge that needs to be addressed. So I like the fact that our jobs are ever changing as it relates to our industry. And I guess what I would appear to like the least is I think that some of the stakeholders in our communities and some of the higher political levels, like even the federal government, probably don't respect the sort of economic generator that our industry is, and that there should be more pledge to support our industry so that we're able to grow it, not just on a national level, but on an international level.
Never saw it like that. Okay. Okay, here's a good one. How do you handle stress in the workplace?
I guess in my, for my personal reasons, I think you have to have a good balance. You have to have a good, you can really get consumed in your position. You can get really consumed with your work, and you need to have an outlet, whether it's family or friends. You also need to have a way to exhaust some of that stress, and I think exercise and being active is a great way to do that.
Being active. Very good. What are some main problems you encounter when dealing with certain conventions?
Well, these days, probably the biggest challenge is the fact that they're trying to do more with less. So economically, we have to improve our deliverables, at a very cost-effective manner, and still be able to compete with the market, and that tends to be challenging.
Okay. Who are the hardest clients to please?
I think the hardest clients are those clients who are least organized, probably have the least amount of experience. They may be professionals in what they do, but when it comes to planning events, it's a different skill set, and oftentimes they're being naive makes it challenging to please them, and the fact that the expectation of the realization of what costs really are, when someone says, well, I can go buy a cup of coffee, or I can make a cup of coffee for 10 cents, and I'm having to buy a cup of coffee here for $3. The season meeting planner is well organized, is going to give you and communicate the information how they need their event set up, whereas a planner that doesn't have that experience is going to make things very difficult and sometimes very challenging.
So yeah, that was my next question. So the easiest ones would be the seasoned ones who have the most experience and just have very well organized and got it.
when you're able to, you also, when you get good communication and you have a good working relationship, it makes things flow much better. And it's like in any relationship, and your communication's good, good things happen from that.
Very good. How do you make time for your personal life with such a grueling convention schedule?
Well, you have to have good people to help support yourself. One person doesn't make a team, and so empowering those who are capable of taking over some of the responsibilities is helpful. And you also have to make that time. You have to carve that time out of your schedule in order to provide equal time to your family and your personal life. Otherwise, you could spend 24/7 time in your position.
Very good. Okay, so any advice for a college student coming out of college into the real world?
Well, I would say that in your academics, work hard, learn as much as you possibly can. Begin to model what you want to do in your career, and begin to sample that in either through internships or through positions that you can begin to figure whether that's the most appropriate position, and don't hesitate to make changes in order to accomplish that.
Very good. Once again, I want to thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
This was very enjoyable. I enjoyed it.
Good.
And
I hope it's helpful, and if you miss something or something doesn't come across, you're welcome.
I enjoyed it.
How's
yes, sir.
school going for you?